Jade, before we go, are we going to take a break?
No, we're going to go straight to Luke Bona.
Whoa!
Come on down, Luke. Hello.
Good morning, Vietnam.
How did I know he was going to say that?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Australia. And how you going?
Oh, we're all terrific. How are you over there, mate? And what's been the highlight?
Look, too many highlights. If you haven't been to Vietnam, and remember the conflict only finished in 1975, the history that I've learned, and we've also been to Cambodia, and the history I've learned there, I mean, you learn about these things in textbooks when you're a kid at school, but to visit the country and meet these wonderful people and to experience their true-to-life stories about what's happened to these countries. Beautiful people, beautiful food, wonderful people. And it's been quite emotional. Can I be honest? It's been quite... Jay, you'd understand what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's a different world, isn't it, Luke?
Guys, Andrew and Simon, it really is. And we went to Cambodia first, and that was the first leg of the trip, and only a few people could come on that because we didn't know how many people would be interested in Cambodia. Well, everyone was, and we could only sell 24 seats, and they sold in a week.
Wow.
So we met the rest of our tour when they arrived in Saigon 4 days later, and most of them are our 3AW Melbourne listeners. There are some 4BC listeners. We've got listeners from all over Australia. We've got someone from Innisfail. We've got people from Cairns. But it's been amazing, and we've sort of relived. See, our tour guides have lived through the conflict, and so their personal stories have been so emotional, first-hand stories about what happened. First of all, with Saigon and Vietnam, but with Cambodia and Pol Pot, and how these countries have turned themselves round. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, no, you see so much, and it becomes almost impossible to turn it into a few minutes on air, doesn't it, Luke? I'm glad you're having a wonderful time, and the ship is wonderful.
The ship.
No, he didn't go on a ship.
I thought you were going on a cruise.
No.
No, it's not a cruise. We flew to Cambodia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We went on a boat on the Mekong today and had a look at that fabulous river, and we went to a restaurant. But
well,
no, it's not a cruise. We're travelling on the land, and we're seeing these countries on the land. It's not a cruise. But we went to the Choo Choo tunnels, for example, in the Choo Choo tunnels, where the VC, where the Viet Cong used to hide 250 kilometres of these tunnels underground.
Did you go down there, Luke? Did you go in?
No, Nikki went down the tunnel. Nikki went down the tunnel, but Nikki went down the tunnel. But, I mean, 250 kilometres of underground tunnels. And, you had the might of the American, the Marine, and the VC, dressed in sandals and a rifle, beat the Americans. It's quite unbelievable. And our tour guides went through it and lived it. And so we're hearing the other side of the story. It's been really educational.
Yes. Tell me this, have you found, when I was over there and did the same thing, I could not go down those tunnels, Luke, but because I couldn't stand it.
No, that's because you're too fat. and I've seen the cover of your album, mate. There's no way you would have gone down those tunnels.
No, but
you would have held everybody up. You would have held everybody up. But honestly, guys, 250 kilometres of intricate underground tunnels, and the VC, they get up, bang, and then they disappear under the ground. Yeah. It's unbelievable. But let me just tell you, Cambodia, beautiful. The highlight of Cambodia, the Angkor temples. These temples were built at the end of the 12th century, massive Buddhist temples. They were lost in the jungle for 400 years, completely grown over. And it was Australian technology with lasers taken from a plane that found them through the trees. It's
That's
another
right.
story. I'll tell you about it later. But Angkor Wat is this massive temple, and it's the biggest tourist attraction in Cambodia. It's unbelievable.
Yes, yeah. You haven't been up to the top yet to Howlong Bay.
No,
that's next week.
Jade, no, tomorrow. We go to Danong tomorrow.
Oh, good. Okay. You'll
we
love
fly
that.
out
That is
tomorrow.
just startling.
And I'm in Saigon now.
Right,
And we watched a documentary on the fall of Saigon, and we went to the American Embassy. We went to the Saigon Palace where it all was happening. And you know what? It's recent history. And to think that the Americans threw so much money at keeping the communists out. Now I'm sitting here in Saigon in a wonderful hotel. We've been eating at wonderful restaurants through Asia Quest Tours. It is a communist country. You never know. And Nikki and I were saying to ourselves in the bus back, what was all the fuss about? Here is Vietnam. It's now a united country. Yes, it's communist, but you know it's the most capitalist communist country I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
And you think, gee whiz, all those lives lost, and why? Just an observation.
Yeah. It was more of an observation. There's a lot of wisdom in that question, isn't there? Yeah.
Isn't there, Jade? Isn't there? Hey, listen, guys, thanks for looking after things for me. You having fun?
Oh, they're having a ball.
Loving it, loving your listeners, and look forward to you coming back, though, at the same time, and I know I speak for many of them.
They're not my listeners, they're our listeners, and it's the Australia Overnight family. Isn't it a great family?
It is very much so.
It is a fabulous family. They've been very welcoming, and it's been an absolute pleasure filling in for you again, Luke. But hurry home, because these hours, gee.
Yeah.
Good on you, Luke. It's great to hear you having a ball over there. Say hello to everyone on the troop for all the overnighters in Australia, okay?
Good evening, Vietnam.
Now, we've got a break in less than 20 seconds, Luke. It's great hearing your voice. Look forward to having you back on deck in just over a week and a bit. Hope the trip goes well, and I hope we get to talk to you again beforehand.
I'll tell you what, I'll talk to you guys maybe next Monday or Tuesday, hey?
Look forward to it. That would be excellent. Jade Hurley, thank you very much. Luke Bona, thank you very much. Andrew, thank you very much. We'll break. We'll be back after news.